Giving thanks is effectively gratitude practice. It's seriously one of the easiest, quickest, and most simple ways to help you feel happier, to help you feel more peaceful within yourself, calmer within yourself, and just generally attract more good things into your life. This is something that a few years ago, made a conscious choice to start practicing. There's different ways you can start practicing. You can either write, hey lovely, you can either write it down in a journal, which I'll be doing today, or you can just say it out loud. You can write it on your phone, whatever's easiest for you. Like, I'm a massive advocate of making this easy for you. So let's go. So I'm Michelle, the Unshakable Mama. I am a mindfulness and manifestation coach for frazzled working mums who are ready to reclaim your time, ready to have more fun in your life, to achieve like financial stability, to make the seemingly impossible your new reality, step by step. And it is very much all about step by step, baby action steps, aligned action steps that are actually gonna move the needle forward for you. But in the space where you are able to feel relaxed, when you're able to relax, when your nervous system is regulated, when you have the head space, you can problem solve. And you can make decisions more easily. You can, you're guided by your soul rather than your head, which might sound a little bit woo, but it's science. It's absolute science. So you have a nervous system that's regulated, and you feel less stressed, you feel less anxious, you feel less overwhelmed. And so I'm a huge advocate in just taking 2 minutes or even 30 seconds here and there throughout your days to help you feel happier, to help you feel calmer, to regulate your nervous system, to be able to set boundaries, to protect your time and energy, and a whole load of other things that are really going to help you achieve those things in life that right now feel like they're just a million miles away. But I promise you they are a lot closer. Hey lovely, thanks for joining. I promise you they are much closer to you than you currently think right now. I mean, I never thought, if you're listening to this and you know me already well, then you'll have heard me say this before. I never thought that I would be in Scotland so quickly, moving to Scotland so quickly. Like, we had this dream, this vision that was maybe 5 years away, 10 years away, maybe never away. And we had no idea how we were ever going to afford to make the move, how we were going to do it. We owned a house in Dorset, and the kids' schools, there was just, the businesses, the work situation. There was just so many different factors involved. But then when we made the decision, it happened within a couple of months, like from selling our house to actually being in our new house, and it was incredible. So I'm actually off work today. Well, I'm not off work, so obviously I'm in here right now. I'm currently sat outside a hospital, in a hospital car park where my husband's gone for an appointment, and then we're going Christmas shopping. So I just thought I'd take the opportunity to come live and say hi and to do this gratitude journaling. So many benefits to gratitude journaling. As I've said, reduces stress, it improves your energy, it actually improves your sleep, because you're going to sleep, if you do this at the end of the day, you're going to bed on a positive note. You're not going to bed worrying about all the things that you haven't done. You're actually going to bed on good positive thoughts, and then you're going to sleep better, and that's going to have a knock-on effect. And I'm very much about knock-on effects, the domino effect, the snowball. So it's little and often, short and sweet, here and there. Okay, and that is what makes a massive impact for your future. It's about those tiny little change for maximum impact. And because you're not so tired, and you're not feeling so stressed, your relationships improve with your friends, your family. You feel less snappy with your kids, you're less shouty with your kids because you're feeling happier within yourself. Just positive mindset. And then if you've heard of the law of attraction, the law of attraction is that positive attracts positive. And then you may have heard as well, like negative repels the positive, negative attracts negative. And that's effectively what we're doing here. Like when I started practicing this consciously a few years ago, it was probably about maybe 5 years ago. I would wake up in the morning and I would write 3 things I was grateful for. Sometimes I really struggled. Sometimes I was like, but I don't know what I'm grateful for. I don't know what I can give thanks to, because life just feels like so meh. Life just feels so overwhelming and just like it's passing me by, and I just don't know what good I've got in my life. So I would start really, really simple. And I as I said, I did this every morning, and I would write in my journal 3 to 5 things. So it could be that I slept well last night, or that the boys didn't wake me up in the night, or that I didn't have a really, really busy day ahead today, or that I was meeting a friend for coffee, or that I'd met a friend for coffee the day before, or I'm grateful for my central heating or my log burner, for example. So we're getting really, for the roof over my head, like get really, really back to basics when you start. And when you get back to basics, you start, it is incredible. Like it will have an immediate impact on you. And as I said, you don't have to write it down. This is just how I chose to practice. And then I just started feeling so much more abundant in my life. I started seeing more good all around me. So like the support I got from my family and friends, the fact that the boys were in a good mood and they were telling me jokes, or we'd have a good dance together around the kitchen at breakfast, or that we arrived on time for school, that I didn't get held up in traffic, that traffic light wasn't red as I went through it. So much. You will start to see it all around you. So today, I invite you just to, however you want, so either just think of 3 things, let's just start small, 3 things that you feel grateful for right now in this moment. Okay. And you can either write them down in a journal, write them down on the back of an envelope, I don't know, whatever you've got, any paper, write them in your diary, write them on your phone, send yourself a text message. The reason I really like to write them down is, one, writing is really impactful. It's really powerful to shift, to rewire your neural pathways. So one, it becomes a habit. We want this to become a habit. That's why we're practicing this week. And when you're actually writing things down, it shifts your subconscious, like it lands into your subconscious and it starts to rewire your neural pathways. And the second reason is that it means that I've got a written record of my journey. So I can look back now through my journals, and I can be like, oh wow, that happened. Oh yeah, that's really good. And look how far I've come. Look how far I've come. Look at everything I've achieved. And it does have to be a conscious decision to start with. But it might be that just, I don't know, if you're doing the school run, for example, like you've dropped the kids off at school and you're walking back to the car, or you're walking back home, or whatever, you could just think of three things. I love to practice mindfulness in nature. So looking around and, hearing the birds, looking at the flowers, I don't know, obviously not this time of year, but the leaves that have fallen, or the frost, or the spider's webs on the bushes, that kind of thing. So there's just so much. You're literally just looking around you, and you become a lot more aware of what's going on around you. You become a lot more present, and that's one of the things that a lot of the mums I speak to, and my clients, they want to feel more present in life. I was a mum who just felt like life was passing me by at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I did not like it. And I felt like I was constantly didn't have time for my kids, to play with my kids. Didn't have time for this and that and all these things that I wanted to do, and it was always in a minute, but not ever being present. So this is just another really powerful way to get you feeling present. So so wherever you are, whatever medium you have right now to write on, or if you just want to say it say it in your head, or if you want to just say it out loud. If you say it out loud, that's really powerful too, because that's like it's stating it to the universe. That's like, yes, thank you, universe, for blah blah blah. It really doesn't matter if anyone hears you. I always think, I used to be worried about what people thought of me far too much. And what I've learned over the years is actually, by being vocal about your beliefs and by the practices and things, if people do hear you, a lot of the time you might think that they're criticizing you and going to be judging you, but the reality is, what I've learned is that a lot of the time you inspire people. You actually inspire people. So this is where this ripple effect, we create this beautiful ripple effect into the wider community, into the world. So through from ourselves into our children, into our partners, husbands, and then they take that out into the wider world because they're feeling more positive and more grateful for things. But also you as well, you're inspiring other people. Just by your vibe, you lifting your vibe by being grateful, or even by people hearing you do certain things, you're inspiring them. So let's write 3 things down. So right here, right now. Okay. I'd love to hear what you are grateful for right now in the comments or in a separate post. Again, by sharing, it inspires other people, it supports other people, it helps other people see the benefits. But I'll let you know what I've written. I've just written 3 things in my diary. Okay. Number 1, so as I said, right here, right now, I'm grateful for. So I'm being present right here, right now. I'm grateful for the connection, the fact I'm connecting with you now, and my laptop to work while Gary is in his hospital appointment. Number 2, Gary's healthcare and being looked after, because I don't know if you know or not, but my husband and our boys, they have kidney disease, polycystic kidney disease. So there's a lot of regular appointments, and they're all under consultant care. So, but right now Gary's in for an MRI, and I'm really grateful that he's being well looked after. And that's just something that we have to live with. The Unshakable Mama has a heck of a lot of challenges myself, including whole family with kidney disease, which is not ideal, but we have to live with it, and we have to make the most of life, and I'm very grateful that they are being well looked after, and that they can live, that they're all healthy enough at the moment, they're being monitored, and that we can live a good life, but we are damn well going to make the most of it. And number 3, a day with Gary for Christmas shopping. So he's taken the day off work. It was just a coincidence that his appointment fell on this day, we would already taken this day off to go Christmas shopping, and I love the fact that I'm flexible in my work, that I can, you know, chop and change. I've got quite a lot to do at the moment, but I actually spent a few hours working yesterday. I asked Gary if he could just like look after the boys, so that was fine. Yeah, so let me know what it is that you're feeling grateful for right here, right now, in this moment. And yeah, inspire each other. I want us to be a community of, you know, supportive, holding each other accountable. What is it that you're pledging to do? What time of day are you planning to practice gratitude? As I said, I always like to practice usually first thing in the morning, but you can practice last thing at night, you can practice throughout the day. As you get more experienced, you can start to see the gratitude everywhere. You know, when you're walking around, or like, oh, I'm grateful for that driver said thank you to me. I'm grateful that I'm grateful for my socks right now because my feet are getting a bit cold. And you don't necessarily have to write it down, but it is lovely to start practice writing it down, and to write it down as well, just to you know, get into the practice and the habit of it. Do invite your friends to join this community, because I know that there are so many working mums out there who are really frazzled but determined to make changes to your life, but you just don't know where to start. You know, mums who really want to find that time, energy and financial freedom. Freedom is everything, and we can achieve freedom step by step. Freedom to live life on your terms, freedom to choose your own working hours, freedom to you know, feel financially stable, freedom to work from wherever you want to work from, freedom from limiting beliefs, freedom from, you know, to feel confident and to not worry about what people think of you. And oh, there's just so much. What does freedom mean to you? So yeah, there's lots and lots and lots. Incidentally, this is the journal, 365 Days of Me journal, that our community member Ludmilla she's designed and published, and this is going to be our next prize draw. So every friend you invite into this community, your name will be entered into a hat to win a copy of this, and also self-paced access to my Unshakable Mama program. It's an 8-week mindfulness program, a mindful journey to presence and freedom. So, as we were talking about just now, freedom. Right, I am going to love you and leave you. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow for video 2. Lots of love. Bye. What are you up to today, by the way? Let me know in the comments. Have a good day. Bye.